Thank you for joining us. This video segment is intended to provide you with some instruction on how to change the oil on your Jenny air compressor. Before we do anything, the first thing we want to make sure we're going to do is verify that the power is in the off position on your air compressor. That's with the arrow pointing up towards the off on the pressure switch. And as an added measure of safety, I also like to unplug them from the wall to be absolutely sure we're safe. You're going to need some tools to perform this function. You'll need an adjustable wrench. You'll need a pair of channel lock pliers. You'll need a rag to wipe up any excess oil spills. An air filter, because I like to do that while I'm doing an oil change as regular maintenance. A suitable catch container to catch your oil in. And a quart of naphthenic-based synthetic compressor oil. Okay, so let's get going. Use your channel lock pliers to secure the standpipe that comes out of the base of the pump, and then use your adjustable wrench to break loose the cap in a counterclockwise motion. Sometimes powder coat, especially on the new pumps, can want to secure the cap to the actual standpipe, and you want to thread it out of the pump itself. We don't want that to happen. We want the standpipe to be there to allow the pump to run clear of the base of the compressor to get into your catch container. So once that's been loosened, take your suitable catch container, remove the cap, and allow the oil to drain into your catch container. For the sake of this video, I'm not going to actually drain the oil out of this compressor, so I won't remove the cap here. But to aid you in getting the oil out of the compressor, at this point I also like to remove the aluminum knurled fill cap on the back. That will allow the oil to drain a little faster. If you've got a piece of rope or a piece of wire, you can sometimes tie this container back to the pump to free your hands up to go do some other things while you're waiting for the compressor to drain. One of those things I like to do is to service the air filter. I've already removed the wing nut on this assembly to speed things up. All you have to do is remove the assembly, discard the old air filter, take a rag, wipe out the inside of that assembly to remove any loose debris or dirt. Also, at that point, I like to wipe off anything that might be on the compressor itself. Replace the air filter with a new air filter assembly. And replace on the compressor and reset the wing nut. Now, the wing nuts on these air filter assemblies do not have to be overly tight. You just want to run them down to the point where no air is getting past the air filter itself. I usually just run them down to the point where the air filter assembly itself is snug and doesn't freely rotate. So, with that being said, now we would have drained the oil completely from the compressor. You can see that you'll be able to see no oil present in the sight glass at that point. You would replace the drain cap on the fills on the drain standpipe. Use your adjustable wrench and tighten in a clockwise rotation. Again, you're going to be removing this later, so it doesn't have to be overly tight. You just want to be sure that the oil is not going to drain out of the compressor. At this point, now you're ready to put oil back in the compressor itself. As I mentioned, we like to use only synthetic naphthenic-based compressor oils, conventional motor oils that you purchase at your parts store. Even synthetic motor oils will not be able to withstand the operating temperatures that are present in an air compressor. So please contact us to get the correct style of oil or locate it somewhere else close to you. If you cannot find oil, please call us at area code 330, number 536-9665, and we'd be happy to provide you with a service kit that will have enough oil and air filters to service your Jenny compressor. When filling, there's a little trick we like to use. This is a cap off of a gear lube bottle that helps make a quick funnel, if you would. It makes it nice and easy to get in the pump itself. If you do not have one of these, you can use any available filter or funnel rather to get the oil in the compressor. The manual calls for the oil to be full to the bottom of the threads on the casting assembly. And that's a little complicated, so we went ahead and put it actually in the casting. On the side it says full, and there's a hash mark in the side of the casting that equates roughly to the bottom of the threads in the casting itself. If you were to fill this compressor up to the full mark where it is now, you would notice that the oil is at roughly the 3/4 mark in the sight glass bubble. And as long as you can see the oil there in the bubble and see clearly through the fill hole that you have oil in the unit, you're good to go. Replace the fill cap. Plug the compressor back into the wall. Return it to the on position. Your compressor should be back and ready for service. Now, any of your used oil or effluent that you have, please take that oil and to an oil recycling center and dispose of it properly. Thank you.